Aries 2019. Aries, your quote for the year? It's mine and you can't have it. Oh, Aries, what is it? Abundance. So you come into the year, into 2019, with a lot of abundance, and I don't know what that abundance is. I don't know if it's money. It could be, if it's food, abundance of love and attention. I mean, it just it could be all of that, quite frankly, but there's just abundance. There's a lot of abundance starting off in 2019, and that's wonderful, Aries. So good for you. Next is turning up your nose. Now, the first thing that comes to me is maybe you are out of a relationship, and the new person that's coming in, that will be coming in possibly, and you're just like, you're just turning your nose up to it. You're like, you don't know what I've had in the past. You don't cut the mustard. It's not, I'm not feeling you kind of mood, kind of vibe that's going on for you as far as turning up your nose. But I think you should not be so hasty, Aries. I think that you should take a second look or a third look at that person instead of turning up your nose. Yeah. Next is that stinks. Now, yeah, something smells to you, and you're trying to find it. Like, okay, something could literally smell like something, like say a mouse is caught in the wall and it's died, and the mouse's decomposing body is smelling up the room, and you don't know where that smell is coming from, but you just know that it's it stinks. You're turning your nose up to it. Well, that's that relationship, but something stinks, and it could be the relationship, something about it. I don't know, but whatever it is, you're going to find it. You're going to investigate. You're not going to find it right away, but you are going to investigate. Next is please, please, please. And I see you as, like you're begging someone, please, please, please don't do this. Come back. No, or somebody's doing that for you, Aries, right? Please, please, please. Now, Aries, when I say your ex, it doesn't necessarily have to be someone that you were married to or somebody 10 years ago. It could be your ex as like 2 months ago or 2 weeks ago. So, your ex is not somebody from years ago necessarily. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. But in any way, you're just saying, please, 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 or your attitude is like, just forget about it. Please, please, just forget about it. It could be that as well. But I see it first and foremost as someone begging for attention from you. Yeah. Next is, I will chase her or him. Okay, so this to me does go speak to an ex. It definitely speaks to an ex, and it could be an ex from many years ago. But whatever it is, you feel them still in your heart. They weigh heavy on your heart, and you don't know how to release that, and you quite frankly don't want to release it. You want that in your life, and you are telling yourself that you're going to chase that person. I'll chase them. They could be in another state altogether, and you're like, I'm coming for you. I'm going to chase you. I will chase her or him. And that's the mood. And you may not physically leave, Aries. You might, but it's just something within. It's just a battle that you have within yourself. Next is come back, and it goes to, the moral of the story for you, Aries, is love and a relationship, and a love that you've lost, and a love that you want desperately back. And you're just like, come back. I need you. Please come back. And I see you talking to the person. I see you actually talking and saying, what, I did this, that, and the other. I was wrong. I don't like how it ended. You don't understand. I'm doing much better, because you are. You're growing in what you're doing, and work-wise, it's good for you. So you're just telling this person, all of these things, like, this is what you could have with me. Da 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 da. Please come back. That's what I see. And next is, well, it's lost and a new focus. So I see that as you're, trying to get that person back, that ex back, and they are, and it doesn't have to be an ex, it could be a friend too. So keep that in mind. But for the overwhelming number of you listening, it is somebody that you were in love with at one time in a romantic way. And so, yeah, it's lost and new focus. Now, I need to focus because this didn't work. It fell apart. So it's a new focus. It's time for me to turn my focus in another direction. And you're doing that. I don't know how successful you're going to be in that, but you are doing it, and you want to be successful. Your goal is to move away from that, right? Next is party time. So this is good. This is good because I see you actually out. Now, this is how I see it, all right? You've been invited to a party. So people around you, that family members and friends and whatnot, they know that you're down in the dumps, right? They just know that. And you've been like that for too long, and they're tired of it. They're telling you, you had this person and you left them, and why did you leave them? You had a good person. And it's like that, because it's not like you've been alone all this time. You haven't. You've had relationships, but in your mind, they just weren't that perfect person. But you know what, Aries? There's no such thing as a perfect person. You're romanticizing that person that you had at one time, but if you were actually with them, what would it be like? You have to think of it in those terms, right? So anyway, back to party time. So friends and family have kind of come together and like, I know this person, da 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 da, that would be perfect for Aries. And so they're kind of playing matchmaker. And what's happening is you've been invited to a party, and you might suspect something, I don't know, but you go to the party and somebody catches your eye from across the room, and you're like, oh, who's that? Okay, yeah, all right. And so you kind of make your way, and you have a few drinks, and you're enjoying yourself, and then you start to talk to this person, and you're finding that you like them. So something has sparked something within you, and that's wonderful. And next is hard work equals sweat. So you are working diligently. You're working very hard on something, Aries, and you're sweating. You're physically working on something, and as a result of that, you are sweating. So the hard work equals sweat, but the payoff, which is the next word, is enormous. Yeah, the payoff is enormous. It's really good. It's great. And all of the work and the time and the sweat, the hard work and sweat that you've put into it is going to pay off in spades for you. So that's great. Okay, so next is sweet happiness. Now, this is wonderful because it goes back to that party time, that setup that was you had in somebody's basement. Somebody had a party in their basement, or maybe it was on 2 levels, upstairs and downstairs, and there was drinks, and it was a really great party. It was a really good time, and you had a great time, and you don't pass up a party. So with that, the person that you met at the party, you are now in a relationship with, and it's sweet happiness, and you're really enjoying the company of this person, and you're really feeling good with this person, and you're thinking, wow, this could be it. I could marry this person, this could be it. And while you're feeling that way, you get wind of something about your ex. Something comes through. Maybe it's even your ex, and they're calling you and they're telling you that they're getting married, or something great is happening for them. They've just gotten engaged. I don't know why they would be calling you. There would be a reason for this. I don't know, but that kind of just puts you back. It takes you back, and you're like, I would have been better off not knowing that. And you're happy for them, but and you're like, well, I've got this person by my side that I'm with, and I'm in love with this person, and so this is all great. So at the end, you're like, I'm happy, right? This stems from that call, and you finding out that your ex, for example, is getting married, and you're like, I'm happy, right? I'm looking at my new partner, and I'm like, yeah, this makes me happy. I'm happy with you, right? I'm happy, right? Right? Well, I don't know. Are you happy, Aries? Are you happy? We shall see, to be continued. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And as always, let your love fly high.